hate my hair right now, but we still gotta get ready. My baby daddy hasn't seen my hair. He went to the store to go get me some spicy sausage because I just have to have it. And he's the best man in the whole entire world. So when he comes back, he will see my hair. But I think he was getting excited yesterday because he saw me with my hair plopped. And our daughter also has curly hair. So he has learned what that means. My dad made it. He is here in town, which that means two things. Number one, I'm really happy to see him. But number two, my dad is like the only person, literally the only person in the world that Anthony will ditch me for. Literally. Him and my dad are like obsessed with each other. He's known my dad since he was 10. And Anthony just loves my family. That's number one. Like, even while we were divorced, he continued to have a relationship with my family, which I just love. And he told my family throughout the entire time, like, he literally told them he was storing and building up a war chest because he knew that one day the day would come and he would get a phone call for me. And my mom told me this. She like sent me a letter one time and told me this, and I was like, bull crap, leave me alone. My mom called me by my married name to Anthony, like, throughout the entire time, and I would get so mad. She would like send letters to my house and it would be addressed to Abby Callis, and I'd be like, oh my gosh. And of course I'd have to throw it away because it had that name on it. I couldn't open it. I didn't even get to see what it was. But yeah, they stayed friends throughout that entire time. I just love it though, because Anthony, he did not have a really good relationship with his dad growing up. Like, he didn't really know him. He did have a stepdad, but that relationship also not the best. But he's always like gravitated towards my family, I think, just because of the family dynamic that he had. Not the best. And I think that's one of the reasons he's always just like loved my family so much. And I love that because, like, why not? But we are getting ready today. I don't know where we're going. I don't know if we're going to go anywhere, but my dad's here. My mom gets here soon. And I think she comes in tomorrow. My mom is still working. Her and my dad were like, I think they were in the Bahamas for Thanksgiving. My mom's like a high net worth nanny. She's nannied for some high profile people. And that means she like travels a lot all over the world. Sometimes she's on tour. She does a lot of cool things. But bless her heart, because how do you have 8 kids and you still want to be around children? Somebody asked me what this color was yesterday. It's Train Blue, BLEU, NARS. It's a pencil. Velvet matte lip pencil. I don't know if you're supposed to line lips with it or if you can just do what I do, but that's what I do. I like to get it in and then do a little bit of Vaseline. So it has like a glossy texture. But, you know, I'm craving spicy sausage right now. Like breakfast sausage. I'm sweating. Somebody asked me if my nose was running. It's sweat. I sweat. Especially when I'm pregnant. I get so hot so easily. But we keep our house at 63 degrees, like literally year round. Except for right now, since we have family here downstairs, like for our guest room and stuff, it's at like 70 and heat rises. So it's making upstairs a little warmer. And I'm just having to like deal with it. That's okay, because I want my guests to be comfortable. But I am dying on the inside. I really, really hate my hair. Like, more than anything. I hate it. But I can tell you one thing. My baby daddy's gonna have his hands all over me. All over me. My hair is still a little bit damp. I do not like using a diffuser when my hair is like this, but somebody asked to see pictures of me from when my hair was super long. I don't know if I'll know how to do it, but I might try to put it right here on the screen somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll just put it at the end. I'm gonna warn you though. I was like sickly skinny, okay? Anthony has literally said to me, and I don't ever take feedback like people putting in orders for my body, but Anthony said to me, he saw a picture of me. Anthony had no idea, number one, like what I was doing. He told me like I could not look and like look you up on social media and like see what you were doing or like see what you look like, because he was like, I would just like fall apart. And I never looked Anthony up either. I just like wasn't allowed. I had to have him blocked on everything. So I had no idea what he was doing. I had no idea that he had bought this company. Like even when we started talking again, I did not believe him. I did not believe him because when we were younger, Anthony lied to me a lot. And I just did not believe him. I'm like, first of all, there's no way. You're like 36, you know? He's 37 now, I think. But I did not believe him until I saw, like, I had to see the like ownership papers from when he bought the company. And then I had to see him physically. They don't use a payroll system. I had to see him physically signing the payroll checks. And he's like, I thought you knew, because he would sign my child support check every week. I was getting weekly child support, and I was like, no. The way the state of Maryland works, he would send that child support to the state of Maryland, and then state of Maryland would direct deposit it into a special account that I had. So I was like, I never saw physical checks. He was like, dang girl, I thought you knew. Like, he was so excited when he bought the business to be sending me like the checks with his like signature on it or whatever. And I'm like, never saw it. He was like, oh, but he never knew what I was doing either. But here's what I was saying. He saw a picture of me from when I was like at my lowest weight, and he was like, and I was like, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking like, once I finish having babies, like that's what I need to get back to. And he was like, even though I hated my body then, I did not love my body. Like I got down, when I started keto, I was like a size 20 on a good day. I got down to a size 0. Okay. And my head was so big. I was so thin, but I still hated my body like so much. And then when I got sick with my breast disease, I had to go on steroids. And steroids do so many things to your mind, like mentally, some of the craziest times of my life, just like being on that medication, it literally makes you feel like you're insane. So I begged to be taken off of it. But one of the reasons I didn't want to go on it is I also know that it can cause you to gain weight and like moon face and all this stuff. And I had worked so hard, and I was just like, oh my God, I do not want to do this. But when I got on steroids gave me my ass back. Steroids gave me hips. And I had already had big titties before I started losing weight. I was a 56 or 53G booby size. And I had gone down to like a 32. So I had a lot of extra skin like hanging on my breast. And that's actually how I ended up finding the mass in my breast, because I had so much loose skin. I had to like lift my titties up to wash them. I don't even know how we got here, but we're talking about it. Yeah, but Anthony was like, what did he say? It was so cute. He said, where's all your filling? And I was like, what? And he's like, where's all your filling? I was like, I was skinny, boy. That was like the best that everyone thought I was. Like, I was so skinny. He's like, no, like, I like your filling. Like, he don't want me to be like some big, huge girl, but this man, he go crazy for this body. So I will never, ever go back to that. And if I do, just know that something's wrong. Something is wrong. I think I used my weight because I was so out of control in my life. I used like my diet as a way, like that was the only thing that I could control. And I was like hyper fixated on it. Like I was so strict like all the time and miserable, but I don't think I'll ever get back to that. So if I find a picture, I will show you guys, but just be prepared. Don't be like, oh my God, you need to get back to that. Never going back. Not going to happen. Trust me. Your daddy liked me much better with thickness.